Good evening, my friends. We are so excited that you're here. This is absolutely the moment that many of us have been waiting for, and we love the fact that you're able to join us on this amazing launch for our Dynamic Missy Day as a published author. Give it up for Missy. Isn't that the most
Yay.
exciting news ever? We are so excited, and I really seriously mean that. And we're going to introduce Missy in just 1 second. Just to let you know, you are here for The Story That Saved Me by Missy Day, our newest published author on Amazon. And just to give you a bit of background as to the book itself, at 6 years old, Missy watched her world shatter in pink pajamas. The man she called Dad walked out. Her grandmother said, "This is your fault." And a lifetime of wearing masks began. From managing a suicidal grandmother as a child to becoming a functioning alcoholic at 13, building a six-figure business while hiding God in the sidelines. Missy's story is proof that you can survive everything and still feel like you're dying inside. But what if your biggest wounds would become your greatest ministry? What if the story you've been hiding is the one someone desperately needs to hear? The Story That Saved Me is a raw, hope-filled journey from abandonment to purpose, from shame to surrender, from business to ministry. It's for everyone who's ever worn a mask so long they forgot who they really were. And it's an invitation to finally tell the truth because your story matters more than you know. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our newest Amazon published author, the one, the only Missy Day is in the house.
Woo!
Yay. Wow. What a day. First, thank you all for being here, and thank you all for buying the book already. It's been amazing seeing all the people that have purchased already and are excited about it. And so it's all the feels. If you haven't written the book yet, let me tell you that it's a roller coaster for sure, because you go through reliving all the things and then reliving all the things and reliving all the things. And it's like, oh, when does this end? And so I'm just so happy. I'm thrilled to have this book. And I never expected to share my story ever. It was a story full of embarrassment and shame and bad decisions and trauma. And who would want to share that, right? People don't want to hear that stuff. And it was my story. And I just thought, who would care? I don't want to be the person that's up there, the only person with a horrible story. And everybody's like, oh my God, did you know about Missy? And so, but it's fun because God, you can't outrun God ever. You can try and you can keep running faster and faster, but he gets you. And so when he started nudging me about sharing my story verbally, I was like, okay, I can do like a nice hovercraft version where it's kind of like, still nice and fun and all the things. And that's what I did. Basically, I shared enough of my story that they got the gist of it, but not enough that they really knew what was going on. And and boy, I did a podcast, and Lisa Chastain has a way of dragging every little bit out of you that she can. And so when it was the podcast and it was out there, I was like, well, here we are. I just told it to the world, basically. And after that is when God started nudging me and saying, you need to do a book. You need to help other people by writing your story. And so I did. And I started it back in December is when I started writing. I got the chapters all done. And then, you get to certain parts in the book where you're just like, you need a minute. And I would cry and I would kind of like be in the middle of it. And I'd say, I just need to set it aside for right now and I'll come back to it in a bit. And so that was kind of like my writing process. And then all of a sudden, it was like, somebody kicked me in the head and said, can you just finish the book? Because that would be great. And so I did. And then, you finish the manuscript and you have friends read it and you think, oh, this is getting so close. We're almost done. No, no, no. You have to you do the red pen thing 3 times. I learned that from Joseph Lemoyne. He was like, get out your red pen, start, marking the things off. And then it went to the copy editor and then you get it back and it actually looks like a book. And then you're so excited. And then it's like, oh yeah, we need covers and oh yeah, you need to go through the KDP process and upload things and have Amazon tell you, oh no, that's not right. You need to try that again. And then you finally comes the day when you get to hit publish and it's out there for everybody. And so I'm just thrilled. And to be able to launch it today, my dad, huge part of my story, he saved me basically. And I saved him too, in a way. And so to do it today is meaningful. I know he's up there probably saying, I can't believe you put your stuff in a book. But I also know that he's proud. And today would have been his 101st birthday. And I wish he were here so I could tell him, that if it weren't for him, I say this in the book and I mean it honestly. If it wasn't for my dad, I don't know that I would be sitting here as a successful woman, for sure. And when I was in therapy, after, you can only unload so much on a person and then they kind of are like, okay, that's good. So that's what happened the first time I went into therapy. And he just sat in his chair and kind of leaned back and he said, how are you still alive? Why aren't you a prostitute? How come you haven't been in jail? Why aren't you living in the street? Why aren't you a drug addict? And it's like, because of the grace of God at that point is why. I found Jesus at 18. And that's another reason. If that happened, who knows where I would have been. I mean, I've probably been, my lifelong dream was up until that point was to own a brothel and be a madam for rock stars. So how's that for a goal?
You've always had big dreams, my friend.
I have. And it's not too late. That might happen, maybe. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, I think we need to edit that part immediately. Thank you.
So there's a lot of things that you learn going through this process if you haven't done it. So I was so excited because I thought, oh, I'm going to pick a launch date and I'm going to have all my books and we're going to do a live thing and I'm going to get to sign books and meet everybody. And then I push publish and it says, your book will be under review for 3 to 4 days. And then you're not going to get your books until it actually goes live. You can't order your copies. And I was like, well, that's a problem if you're going to have a signing and I have no books. So it was like, well, let's scramble and let's just do like an online thing, and we'll do the book signing and the party on July 27th. And so we're going to do it that way. So I'm pretty excited. It's been a long time coming. And so I just want to turn it over. First of all, thank you to Kathy and Michelle for being the hosts for this and helping me out and keeping me on track. And so what
We would like to have you introduce that fantastic man sitting next to you.
This fantastic man is my biggest cheerleader and supporter, my husband, Fred Day. Everybody say Fred.
Hey,
Hi, Fred.
Hey, Fred.
I'm just here for a visit. I'm not going to stay the whole night, but you guys enjoy.
All right. So Kathy and Michelle, I'm going to ask that you two ladies give everybody some ideas what we can do around social media for the book.
Michelle, what do you think? What do you think would be a great idea once someone gets these fabulous copies in their hands?
So a couple of things is we all know that how great video is and how all the socials love the videos. So along with reviews that we'll talk about later on Amazon, but it would be great to do a video review, right? Holding the book up, opening the book up, showing the custom pages. You could even read like a quick excerpt. What's your favorite part? Why people should buy it? How it changed you? and what you really identified with. So I think doing the video testimonial part and showing it, because it's tactile, we can hold it and like flipping through the book, I think would be great. I've also had a couple of other authors. He would take his book and put them in like random places and take pictures of them. So it starts to show that, I don't know, like the book's traveling kind of with people. It's like telling its own story on its own. You and maybe another person sharing it, talking together would be an idea for social.
Those are great ideas for sure. And please remember, friends, on this call, we've got people from several different places. So always say, hi, I'm from, and I'm so excited because guess what? The story that saved me actually arrived in Kansas City today, and I'm so excited to be able to share with you my favorite parts. And that really is a big deal. And we're recording this call on purpose for Missy to have forever, of course, but to be able to launch a book is such a big deal. So when you see this video published, you'll be tagged in it, of course, if you're already connected to Missy or certainly Michelle. And that way you'll have an opportunity when you see that to share it on the socials, whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever it will be. The great news is just remember 3 dots, 3 dots, 3 dots is such a big deal. Click on that, share, and that way you can post the video again with your comments. I was thrilled to be at Missy's hashtag launch party for her amazing first book, because we know there have to be several more coming down the pike, right, Miss Day?
That's right.
And and so the great news is you'll be able to share where you're from. You can even say when you got your book if you'd like, and that would be amazing. And then, of course, like Michelle mentioned, be sure to hold it up. And even if you haven't taken a video yet, you haven't done a video, or you don't choose to at this current second, take a picture of yourself with the book. And that way it gives it a little more quote credibility, and certainly tag our dynamic, amazing first time ever published author on Amazon when you are doing the reviews and even the videos. I just guess what I just got in the mail. Oh my gosh. Just guess what I just got delivered. Oh my gosh. And it really is such a fun, exciting time. And Missy, we really are thrilled for you.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to hear from some of these super friends that joined us today?
Yes, please. I would love to.
All right, let's start with Deanna. How about you? You're in the hot seat, as they call it. Please unmute yourself and tell Missy what you would like to share with her.
You know, Miss Missy, we go back a little ways.
Yes, we do.
Without you and your courage and what you've done, I would not be doing what I am today. I got the advanced copy and I was able to read it. And without that, I wouldn't have ever thought that I could ever try to do that as well. But with your help and support, I'm a completely different person today. I've come so far in the last year. I've started my own business. I'm writing my story. I'm crafting my story. And none of that would have happened without our long-term friendship and love. So forever grateful to you. So excited for you. You deserve every bit of this. And I cannot wait to see you on the bestseller list, because that's exactly where you're going to be. Yeah. So that's that.
You
I
bet
love
she
you,
is,
girl.
Deanna.
I'm so proud of
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you. Love you, Deanna.
Love you too, girl.
Our next super speaker that wanted to arrive today is the one, the only Stacy Mulligan. Take it away, Stacy.
Kathy, I miss you. You make me feel so special. Oh, Missy, 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 Missy.
Now,
I have been with you through this process, and that day that you sent me a picture of your proof copy, I literally had goosebumps all over my body. I had to send you a voice message because, when you write woohoo, it doesn't do it. And I actually screeched. I think I was like, "Ooh!" And I don't know how you spell that. So I sent you that voice message, but like with every little bit and piece, I'm so excited for you. And I'm reading, I got a proof copy There was an extra one. And yeah, some of it I'm like, wow, yuck. And I'm like, wow. And look at you just walking around being the badass that you are. Who knew? Who knew? So I'm so proud of you, my friend. I am overjoyed for you.
Thank
You're
you.
the best. I
Thank
love
you
you.
very much. I love you too.
You'll also notice that our super published author today is wearing her tiara. So we don't want that to go unnoticed. And there is definitely a reason for that. And we will hear from Missy in a bit. Thank you, Stacy. Lewis, you're next on my screen. Please share with our super published author what you would like to mention to her today.
Well, I would love to share with Missy. Well, today I was having lunch with some friends, and we were talking about how throughout your life you're on this path, and things happen. Things happen along the path, and you don't know where it's going to lead you. But Missy came into my life through a speaking thing that I did, and that kind of launched me with her. And because of me, my son Joe is now involved with Missy, and I know that he loves Missy a lot. And yeah, I mean it's an amazing journey, when this happens, because we don't know what the future holds, but somehow you're led to people in mysterious ways. And I would never have party crossed paths with Missy if it wasn't for an event that I was at and Missy was at the same event. And so I feel pretty blessed that Missy is part of the family. I mean, she is an amazing woman. And I want to add to, you're talking about how to introduce her book. I think would be really cool, and I'm going to do this, is like the unopening of something and stuff. Like you look at like an Apple product and it's like you're opening it up. And I think it'd be so cool to do that when the book arrives and you're like excited about unwrapping this incredible story of a friend and stuff, and then sharing a little bit about it. I think it'd be great to introduce it that way. That's the way I'm going to introduce it when I get the book. In fact, I ordered a couple of books today, and I'm excited to read it. I'm also kind of scared in a way because I know Missy. She seems so happy and positive, and excuse me. And most people are this way. They have this backstory that is so incredible, but you don't know what it is. But her backstory, I know she's smiling and happy, but there's a lot of tragedy in it. And, to learn more about Missy that way, it's going to be kind of a crazy thing. Because I never have known anything like that with Missy, because you're a very positive person and you're always happy and you want to help everybody and stuff. And then to know what is coming from the small excerpts that you've read, and it's just kind of a situation where it's going to be interesting to read the behind the scenes. I mean, everyone has a backstory, but your backstory, Missy, I know it's filled with tragedy, but you know what? You made it. That's the important thing. You made it. And I know you're going to help a lot of people out, but I'm just happy you're alive to tell your story. Because what you've already been through has already been a tremendous thing, but to have the support that you have, like with Fred and your friends, and just, having God in your life too, to guide you and stuff, it's like, that's a gift, but your gift to us is is this beautiful work of art that it's going to be fun to read, but also it's going to be kind of sad to read too. But we're going to learn a lot about you. But I'm just happy that you're here and you told your story, and I'm sharing it, and that you're sharing it with us.
Thank you, Louis. I love you and Mrs. L and Joseph, and you guys are just so special and so supportive of me and Storyfest and everything. And it means a lot that, you guys are going to read this story. And I think to your point, um, that's the biggest part that I want people to take away from the book is that, yeah, you are not defined by what happened to you, your past. You don't have to live there. You don't have to stay there. And, you just keep moving forward. And I don't have to wear a mask anymore to be happy. I'm happy because I am happy, not because I have to pretend anymore. And that's a huge relief that I think a lot of people are wandering around with their masks still on, and I want them to take them off and just be themselves.
That in itself is a beautiful message also, Missy. A lot of us need that, and it certainly is back to the same drill. Any of us who know this super lady know that she's got a heart the size of, we could say Las Vegas. I always say Texas, but we'll go to Las Vegas. A heart the size of Las Vegas, and she loves helping people, and that has been your DNA ever since I met you, Missy. So I think that that is continuing with your book, and that is evidence, proof positive that you do have a mission of inspiration, and we appreciate that. Jason, you're next on my screen. We'd love to hear from you.
Missy, I am so proud of your book and your publishing. In fact, I'm getting it tomorrow because I added some Jelly Bellies to my order to get overnight delivery. So I get two treats tomorrow. I get your book and I get my favorite candy. I know you have touched many of the people on this call by teaching us the importance and the power of story and teaching us how it can change lives. And I'm so proud of you for publishing this book because now the rest of the world can also pick up the importance of story and the hope that you provide by triumphing over what life has to throw at us and through the grace of God and through the blessings that we can get is something that the world needs. It is hope that they are going to be able to work through anything. It is hope that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I'm so grateful for your authenticity and your vulnerability in sharing these stories. I've been reading the LinkedIn posts, and so I've been getting my sneak previews of what's to come, and I'm excited to tear into it once we get it. But as a champion of story, I love that you have chosen to walk the talk and to publish and to share with the world and to demonstrate that story matters, that everything we've done matters, that what we have experienced in our lives can change everyone. And so super happy to be on this call, super happy to be here with all these wonderful, lovely people, and look forward to, as Kathy mentioned, the future books to come.
Thank you, Jason.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. If you want to make sure that you get overnight delivery, order them Jelly Bellies and you will be a superstar for sure. So thank you, Jason, for that super tip. Next up, we have the one, the only Jill Branson. Tell us what you'd like to say to Missy.
Oh my God, this is going to be good.
Oh boy.
Yes, it is. Absolutely, Colleen.
This is going to be really good.
Yes.
All I can tell you is that Missy had changed everything in my life. Talk about being somebody that just went, yeah, well, life is just going on and it's really great. I've had a lot of sorrow and a lot of pain too, but you know what? I just kept plucking along and moving forward. And then she came into my life and then decided that, well, let's do this. And I keep saying yes to everything she says. And as you all know, you don't say no to Missy. You always say yes and find out what's going to happen later because it always ends up wonderful, whatever it is. And we joke around, we call each other sister because I think we were sisters in a previous life or something. And she encourages me. I'm just so proud of all that she's done because her story I think I was like one of the first people to hear it when she was speaking that first time. And I was just in awe that somebody would come forth and say those things and be able to let it all out. And so just to have her do a book, we can, it's one thing when we can go to one of her events and be able to see people speak, but another to have it in print where it can go to everyone. It's not just that you have to go to Storyfest or whatever it is. Now people can see this story. She can be an example and let people know that, even though you do as you're going through all this, writing the book and all the feelings come up and as you speak and as well if you're out at Speaker Fest, you'll see that it's a healing process that just continues every time you tell the story, either it's to other people or even if you're just writing a book, and all these things start coming up in your head that you forgot about, and then you go, oh, why am I thinking about this? But at the same time, I have to keep reminding myself, you've got to share it with people so that they can know that their story is just as important and that their life that's why we're here. We're here to help other people. We're here to show our example of who we are and how we've come so far in our life to let them know that there's hope. There's always hope. And yes, Jesus is a big part of my life. And that in itself, having all the people that I'm around and Missy, Miss Jesus, the Miss Jesus, share Jesus, and Stacy with her little Jesus. And we all share all these things, but it also gives us hope in that respect that that's who we have, who will always be here with us, and we want to share it with other people. So I'm just so proud, and it's like I'm going, oh, I know Missy Day. She wrote a book. Look at this book, and now I'm going to have her sign it. That's the most exciting part. And thank you to Fred. Fred's just Mr. Fred, Mr. Support. He is the best husband. And Fred is always there and always support. And thank you, Fred.
Thank you, Fred.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thank you, sister. I love you.
Love you too.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jill, very much. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's such a blessing to have each and every one of you on this call. And I mean that with all my heart. I haven't met all of you yet, but this is very amazing to actually hear what you are saying to our brand new published author on Amazon. Lisa, you're next on my screen. We'd love to hear from you.
Well, hello there. Missy, look, I have Jesus right next to me that you gave me.
Yay!
I told her recently I lost him and then I traveled somewhere and I found him and I said, I never thought I'd say this, but today I found Jesus, And I even have my tiara sitting here that Missy gave me. So Missy's a big part of my life now. I feel like it was such serendipity when I ran into her or she ran into me somehow on Facebook, and I've just loved being part of Storyfest, and she's just so insightful and intuitive, and she's really just reached out to me when I had a recent issue and just kind of saved me, and I just don't know what I would do without you, Missy. So I didn't know about the Jelly Belly, so I don't get my book till the 11th, but I will do a whole unboxing and it won't be shoes, it will be your book. Thank you for everything you do for me, Missy. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Lisa, so much for your support. I appreciate it.
I am already excited to see what all these videos are going to look like, unboxing the something. Oh my gosh. So just make sure, you guys, that it's the book. That's all I want to say. Yeah,
Lisa
absolutely.
does a great unboxing for shoes.
Yeah, I bet she does. I bet she does. That's why we need to make sure you're unboxing the book. Good job. Sharon, you're next on my screen. We'd love to hear from you. Say hello to our newest published author.
Hello, newest published author.
Hello, Sharon.
I wasn't planning on speaking. I was just going to listen. But every time I hear Missy speak, I learned something new about her. And I love to encourage others, and that the groups that she puts together are very encouraging, and they're fun to hang around. And I miss it when we don't have luncheons or when I'm out of town. But I'm proud of you, Missy. You've come a long way. You've been through a lot of stuff, as a lot of us have been through, but you're on the other side. And I especially like to hang around you because I get to see Fred. And I kind of.
And there it is.
There it is.
Now we get the real stuff. Thank you. That was great, Sharon. Good.
But I just want to congratulate you, and I can't wait to get the book. I ordered it today. I was looking forward to coming to the book signing, and I'm glad I texted you so I could find out there wasn't one.
Thank you. Or else you'd be over a copycat.
I
Load.
would. I would. That was canceled. Our other luncheon was canceled. So I just laid in the pool for a while today. So thank you for that. But congratulations. And I look forward to many more years hanging around you and Fred.
Yes,
And Michelle and
Sharon.
Stacy and everyone else, and Jill. So that's it.
Thank you, Sharon.
Next up, we get to hear from Gerard. Take yourself off mute and talk to our newest published author.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. And Missy, congratulations. I too am a Missy disciple, guilty. For those of you who have been to a story fest, a speaker bureau, a like-minded lunch, a one-on-one session, you know that Missy has a lot to share, but we also all know that she has much more that we haven't learned yet. So I'm very, very excited to learn. I know that it's going to be authentic, as Jason mentioned. You're always very authentic, sometimes brutally honest with the rest of us, and we love that honesty. This will be, I'm sure, Missy unhinged in some ways, so that's pretty exciting to look forward to that. On a personal note, and I think some of you can relate to this, but it's pretty incredible when someone believes in you who's not a family member or a spouse or someone who sort of has to believe in you. And that's what Missy has been to me. And so I'm excited for you, Missy. I'm just thrilled to read it, and I too look forward to more sessions and more time. And thanks for doing this. I know it's not easy, and you got so much on your plate. It's probably been a lot of work, but we'll all reap the benefit of it. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Gerard. And Kathy, so Gerard, how many, 7 or 8 Emmys?
Oh, 7, but I'm not counting all of that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Gerard's
Yeah.
a big deal. He doesn't like to talk about that, but he has a big deal. And I appreciate you being a part of my life and my current story. And I can't imagine you not being a part of it.
Well, thank you. That's a mutual feeling, as you know. And when I left my career, I'll just add this really quickly. When I left my news career, I was sort of lost. I didn't know what to do. And Missy kind of told me what I should do, and I couldn't picture it. There's that term voluntold. She kind of does tell you what to do sometimes. And she had a vision that I didn't really clearly have, but I'm so thankful that she was able to express that, and it's worked out really well.
Very well. I'm proud of you too.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. This is definitely our mutual admiration society on steroids, and I love that part. Gerard, it was nice to meet you, and congratulations on your success as well as all of our friends on this call. So this is spectacular, Missy, that you've assembled this group of people today. Next up is our Zoom user. You've been very patient since the beginning. I'm so sorry I don't know your name yet, so please introduce yourself and talk to our dynamic newest published author. Zoom user,
Joanne.
Zoom user.
Mom,
There you go.
Mom, you're up.
Stacy's mom.
Mom,
Oh, Stacy's mom.
it's your
Okay,
turn to talk. Yes.
I-
You're
I don't-
Zoom user.
Oh, okay. What should I say?
Say nice things about Missy.
I love Missy.
I love you too, Joanne.
I'm a little afraid of her. I don't want her to boss me around. But I would like to say congratulations on this book, and I can't wait to read it.
Thank you for joining us, Joanne.
Oh, thank you. It wasn't that easy.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Zoom. And I can't
Well,
take my glasses off because of my cataracts. Not because
well,
I'm cool, not because I'm cool.
Well, you are
well,
cool.
now you're a Zoom user expert, so
Now I am.
congratulations for being here.
Now I am. Thanks to Missy. Again, thanks to Missy.
Missy, you've got a lot of new nicknames today and definitely some new hashtags to use. So besides Miss Jesus and Disciple, you've got a lot of new names to actually correlate. And the good news is, like, if you have seen this cover up close and personal, the tiara, the crown is definitely a big part of her world. So I'm super excited to dive into the book once it arrives. Joe, you are next, my friend. Would you please say hello to our newest Amazon published author?
Hi, Missy. Congratulations. This is a huge deal. This is the beginning of a whole new chapter for you. Um, my I think my very like first memory that like really has been embedded is, my first Story Fest. And when right before it started, Missy gathered us all together and she just said, anyone who's nervous, who's feeling those butterflies, just remember it's not about you. It's about your story and what your story can do for other people. And it completely unlocked me from my own ego in that moment and feeling like there was a certain way I needed to be. And how it's just really about just get your story out. And it's simple, but it's not easy. And it's really exciting to see you sharing your story. And I got to read the first two chapters. And it's a roller coaster from the beginning. And I'm all for the no masks, like mandate. Like I I know for me, I've had my low moments, and they were gifts when I had the mask was like forced to come off and I had to share what was underneath. And the way I see it, I remember when I started telling people what I went through, um, when I told my best friends and their response was I thought everybody would just abandon me, and it just actually made all my relationships closer. Um, but I had this image of myself that my whole life I'd been wearing this suit of armor, and it was heavy, and the inside was nasty and dirty and sweaty and just completely gross. And I got to get rid of that armor, and I got to run naked in the rain through a field of flowers, and I felt completely free. And when you feel that, like, I know it's scary for people that haven't done it, but when you do it and you feel that freedom, you want everybody to feel that freedom, because you that's when you actually feel unstoppable, is when you are the most vulnerable. So, and it takes great strength to do that. And I thought I would fall apart by taking off my armor. And all it's done is like strengthened every part of my body underneath. And that's what we all are underneath. Underneath, we are these strong, glorious beings. We're divine. We came from the divine. So we are divine as well. And it's a pure joy to know a kindred spirit that has gone through her own trials and tribulations, but you know our own metaphorical resurrection as well. So the world is a better place for having you in it, and the world's an even better place for having your story being shared. So bravo. Just keep going.
Thank you, Joseph. I think the world of you, and I'm so blessed to have met you and have you part of being of StoryFest. Every time you speak, I mean, we're all just in awe, pretty much. You're an incredible speaker, story writer, and so I love being you, have being part of the family, and it's exhausting. Wearing a mask is exhausting, and when you can finally take off the mask of perfectionism and people pleasing and figure out who you are and where you belong in this world, it's like you said, it's liberating. And, you know, um, we all deserve to see each other as we are. You know what I mean? I would hate to think that there's anybody in my circle of friends that we don't know you, the real you. And if that's the case, let's have a conversation, because it's not a way to live.
Absolutely. And thank you, Joe, also. And it sounds like when Gerard actually mentioned about the voluntold piece, you don't tell Missy Day no. And I am not in Las Vegas, but I have definitely learned that lesson a very long time. And so I understand that completely. When she makes a suggestion, it ain't no suggestion, my friends. It's get it done so I don't have to call you and make sure it happens again. So I understand that completely. But that's what we need a lot of times, Missy, is an extra push. So thank you from all of us. Colleen, you are next, and we would love to hear from you.
Hi there, Missy. I am so excited and proud of you. I cannot wait to get my book and to read all these wonderful stories that you're going to share. We go back a really long time, and without Missy, I'm going to get emotional. Dang it, I'm trying not to. I hit rock bottom, and she really helped save me at a very, very vulnerable point in my life. And I'm so grateful to her. And I'm so proud of you, Missy. And I just don't know how you do it all. I look at you and all the things that you're involved in, and it's like my head spins. So I look forward to reading your book and talking with you after I do. I love you.
I love you too, Colleen, so much.
That is awesome. And thank you very much for being here. Michelle, would you like to add your message to our super published author?
So there's so much I could say, and I don't want to get emotional either. But one of Missy's superpowers is being able to see through, I think, each person's mess, no matter where they're at in life, what they're going through, even if they don't know that they might be going through it at the time. She sees this like light inside of us. She does. She just sees through whatever is blocking us from seeing ourselves. And the power of her story is it helps us see ourselves in a new light. Every time she tells her story, even on the phone, right? Even in casual conversation, on a stage, whatever it is, I learned something about myself by her sharing her story. And the book, I mean, I read the first go around of it, and I cried, I laughed, but I felt touched in my soul. And I know that this book is going to be books, but this first book and all of them are going to be her legacy, because like we were saying, they live forever. They live forever. So through your story, through the written word, even if you're not there speaking directly to somebody, you are still pulling out that light inside of people through your stories. I love you.
I love you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice when you absolutely unpack your dynamic package from Amazon that Michelle actually has written some words on the back cover. So the great news is you've got a lot to look forward to. And I really think, again, Missy, these are like treasures. When I see those Amazon trucks up and down my street at all hours of every single day, 24/7, 365 kind of thing, I'm always like, what are people so excited about? Now I definitely get it. But I do have to revise my order and get those jelly bellies on the truck. So we got things to do. Michelle, we noticed that you just hopped on the call and we would love to have you speak to our newest published author. If you are able to do that, we would love to have you.
Michelle now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm in the car
Okay.
driving. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
All right. We don't want to mess up your driving, but I did want to give you an opportunity to talk to Missy if you'd like. And once again, my friends, if you've ever written a book, it is an arduous task at best, but the rest of the story is one of the things I always share is work so hard that someday your signature will be called an autograph. And believe it or not, for all of you who are lucky, shall we say blessed enough to be in the Las Vegas area, Missy, I think you've got an event coming up. If you or Michelle would like to share about July 27th and what you'll be doing when you're actually going to share your autographs on a technical basis to everyone's book that they're going to bring in their hand, that place is not going to know what hit them. To have Missy Day, the newest Amazon published author, autographing all these, you're going to get writer's cramp. I'm just going to let you know that. But take it away, Missy. Tell us about what's happening on July 27th.
Well, July 27th is going to be an in-person little party, and I'm going to be there to sign books and just to share with people. And it's going to be at Mothership. I think that's what it's called, Mothership Coffee on St. Rose Parkway, is where it's going to be from 5 to 6. So it's going to be real quick, but I want the opportunity to sign your books and hopefully have conversations. The reason the book is out there is to start conversation. And just like I share with my speakers when they go to StoryFest, yes, it's my story, but it's not about me. It's about the story and touching people. I just want the book in the hands of people that are struggling or are dealing with their past or can't get past their past, and do that. And if you know me, you know that surrender has changed my life. And so I want to just surrender the book and just let God take it wherever it needs to go. And not worry about all the things. Am I excited and do I want people to share it and take pictures of it and do all the video things? Yes, absolutely. But the end of the day, I was turned down by publishers because my goal didn't fit their need. Their first question was, how much money do you want to make? And I said, that's not the goal. Well, how many books do you want to sell? I'd be happy if one person's life has changed by reading this book. And they said, you would be better served by going through Amazon. And it's sad, kind of, right, that we're in that kind of a place where it's just about the money and books sold. And that's not where I'm at, with this book.
We know that is not part of you at all. And we also know that you have offered, how sweet is this, some contests that you'd like to share with us.
Yes.
You or Michelle, would you like to go through the contest and we can actually find out if we're going to win some prizes?
So we're going to have a contest. So the first 4 people that writes a review on Amazon and will win a gift card. And so the review, the main thing is that we want to make sure that the book just came out today. So if you're going to write a review today, that's going to look kind of suspect. Just saying. And I would love to hear people's, take on the book in the review. And then, so that's the first one, contest number 1. The first 4 people who writes a review, I'll be sending you or giving you in person a gift card. One of the contests was going to be the first 4 people to send me the receipt that they purchased the book was going to be a contest. But last night I kept getting text after text after text with people's like, I just bought the book. I'm just so excited. So we're not doing that one now. Contest number 2 is the first person to do a video post with the book wins a prize. And it's not going to be a gift card, and I'm not going to tell you what it is either until you win it. And contest number 3, is there somebody or some buddies, is there anybody here who bought more than one book? Raise your hand.
Louis did. I knew he did. And Jill, did you? And Michelle, certainly.
I
Michelle,
thought it wouldn't let me buy extra books.
We
It
figured
said
out
you
the hack.
we figured out the workaround. You buy one, you go back in, you buy another one, you go back in, you buy
Rude.
another one.
Well, there it is.
Well,
Okay.
I just kept
it's
adding them to
different.
my Friday delivery.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
Okay, well, I'll go back in then.
There you go. So we discovered a hack, not only Jelly Bellies, so keep that in mind, but now we've got a hack so how you can actually buy multiple books. So that's pretty
Right.
cool. Keep going, Missy. For those of you who bought multiple books, what?
They are going to win a gift card. So Michelle
Ooh.
and Louis will be getting a gift card from me.
Oh.
All I'm going to say is I hope you like coffee. And so I just want to take our last few minutes to say a big thank you to somebody. And I hope I don't cry either. I hope you all have a friend like Michelle someday. Somebody that changes your life, changes your business, makes you encouraged to do things you never thought you could do or want to do, and who stands beside you and behind you and in front of you in all things. And I love you, Michelle. And the book, she formatted it, she put it all together and helped me, and that's who she is in life. She's made my business beautiful in all things, and so you want to talk about somebody that has a huge heart, that's Michelle. So thank you for everything that you've done for me in the book and always supporting me.
Thank you. I love you.
Beautiful. Once again, we have a mutual admiration society right here. So hopefully you're all connected on social media again, so we can do tagging and posting and all the things that we get to do when these books actually arrive in our hands. Missy, we are so excited and so thrilled for you. Are there any final thoughts that you or anyone on our call would like to share?
My last thought is, I know a lot of you have great stories, and my kind of like nudge or voluntold or whatever you want to call it is that I want to see your story in print because it's important. And it is what Michelle said, it's about legacy. And you don't want to leave here without people having your hope and inspiration that you can leave for them someday so that they can read your story and say, wow, that Louis Lemoyne guy, he was something else.
And just like true Missy fashion, she ends it with voluntold.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's in my
Okay.
DNA. What can I tell you?
We're used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of you have known Missy for a while, and it definitely shows in your responses. So thank you again for joining us. We are thrilled to be part of this book launch and literally all the things that Missy has mentioned. And if you forgot any of them, again, this is recorded, so you'll be able to see the video in just a bit as we get it published on different social media platforms. But the great news is Missy will always have this, and she will have an opportunity to remember and relive this experience, because you only launch your first book one time, and you guys were awesome to be here tonight. So we thank you, each and every one.
Thank you, Kathy, so much for let's be real. Let's talk about Kathy just for a second.
I'm so sorry. Can you mute her, Michelle? Mute her, please.
I cannot.
Yeah.
She's the queen of nudging, and you should do this, and I would like to suggest this, and let me hit you over the head with a hammer. That's Kathy, and I love that about Kathy. And I love all of you, and thank you for supporting me and for jumping on Zoom tonight. And I just hope you all have a great evening and write your book.
Love you, my friend. Good night, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Bye now.
Bye.
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 Bye.